Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all good. Hope you all had nice starts to your weeks. It's a little bit of Wednesday evening, Civ 7 time for me. So we've got a few hours ahead of us, carrying on with my campaign as Lakshmibai. Kind of a militaristic focus we've got, and yeah, I'd done a little bit of like land warfaring, with limited success, I would say. I think land combat's probably one of the harder things to do at this difficulty. But we did all right. I'm not in a bad place, and the age is just kind of gonna wrap up, really, I think. And we'll have to just spend probably a little while swatting off some of those emergent powers that come from the crisis that is happening. So that'll be that, and then we might get to even transition into a new age in this stream. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And then otherwise from Civ, the Tides of Power content drop has just come out. So if you like the game, if you're playing the game and you haven't picked that up, I think you've got to pick it up. You've got to download it before the promo ends, which is like, I think, end of the year. So free update. It's a bunch of new content. You got new resources, new units, new leader, and all kind of a big expansion to the like the naval part of Civ, the ocean, the exploring, and I quite like the sound of it. There's definitely, I think, in scope for me, a kind of like a pirate playthrough right after this, where I pick Edward Teach and play as the Pirate Republic, and we give that a very sea and naval focused playthrough. I think I'd quite enjoy that. Hey, Pangolin. A new age does sound promising, doesn't it? I will look forward to getting out of this age. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'd do next on Civ 7 when I'm done with this, depending on how this goes. Is, yeah, kind of a bit of a pirate-y kind of playthrough. I think would be quite cool. And I thought maybe, let's just have a load in. Thought perhaps, because I think if you go to new game, is it in? I've installed the update. I don't see Edward Teach. Am I losing it? Or maybe it's not out yet. Maybe it's just update 1.3 and Tides of Power isn't fully out. Am I going mad? Yeah, okay, maybe it's not fully out yet. Yeah, I don't see him anywhere in there. So, nothing to look at just yet. Just double check. Tides of Power. It's supposed to launch November 4th. So it is supposed to be out. But I don't know. I did read somewhere that they said they were having some trouble rolling it out to everyone. So who knows? Oh, it's a separate DLC. Oh, there you go. Sorry, it's not an update. I'm just having a quick look. It's, yeah, Tides of Power Collection. I think it's its own DLC on Steam. I think that's what's going on there. Let's have a look at all their content. Tides of Power. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you can just add the whole, if you're playing on Steam, you can just add the whole Tides of Power collection to your library. So there you go. And I have pushed that button, so that's now in my library. I imagine it probably involves updating the game, so we'll look at that later. For now, let's load in, and we'll get started. But yeah,
Towers
I think
rumble,
there's
and iron swords are sharpened as the Assyrian war machine
3
shudders into
new
motion. Under
coastal
Ashur's
resources.
watchful eye, a new order unfolds upon the sun-baked clay. Planned cities, skilled engineers, and the implacable march of boots.
I don't want to
Set
talking
out
at the
upon
same time as her
world
voice.
and tolerate no competition.
So you got the harbour and the privateer. The harbour is a production-based coastal building. So the harbour, it gives you production and then production on every fishing boat, I think. So it's a warehouse coastal building. And then there's the privateer unit, which is quite cool. So the privateer unit can ignore borders of other civs and can just can raid trading routes and stuff and not suffer any kind of consequences for that. Well, I don't know about suffer no consequences, but the privateer, you can use it at peacetime, and it can plunder trade routes and can attack and not trigger wars. So yeah, you can send your privateers to go and capture enemy treasure fleets. I mean, this is a very golden age of piracy thing that the exploration age has become with the introduction of pirateers. And if you play as the Republic of Pirates, they get to the sloop, which is a word I'm so familiar with from various pirate-themed games over the years. Yeah, and then the update will contain some new coastal resources. So you got cavalry, crabs, and turtles, and then pitch, a new land resource that I think boosts your coastal settlements. There's a tweak to naval combat. So there's light and heavy naval units they're gonna introduce, and then there's a bunch of like sort of tweaking and balancing done for different civs. So quite a bit really. It's quite cool. Quite looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also some new ocean terrain as well. Atolls, which I'm not sure what they're like. Are they? What's an atoll? A ring-shaped island made of a coral reef that encircles a central lagoon. So I think there'll be like impassable ocean tiles that form. And we'll be able to work ocean tiles as well from the exploration age. So I'll look forward to that update. Most definitely. Me though, back to reality here. I need to make the most of this age. 82% it's on. And yeah, some work to do. Some building to be done. Okay, right. Scout attacked. Let's just take you out of there again. Attempting to hinder my finances. Xerxes. Not very nice, got no choice. Okay, and now you guys. I think my commander's earning another 50% experience. I think is going to be... We're going to want some of that. It's a toss-up between that and the other settlement limit. I'm going to go with more experience for my commanders. Alright, oh, and look, we've got the harbour unit. So, the harbour building. So, there you go, that's in. +1 on fishing boats in this settlement. There you go. The harbour. I'm going to put some... I think I'm going to put some walls in. Just given... Oh, mind you, the lighthouse. Lighthouse could do well there, couldn't it? Let's pop a wall down, just in case. Right, and then Duke of Beef Wellington, heal up. And then roast patrol toes. I forgot I'd called someone that. You can heal up as well. And we got ourselves another army commander here. I need another Christmas themed army commander name. I will worry about that over time. If anyone comes up with anything, Christmas themed land army commander names, don't be afraid to pipe up. Oh, Frederick's happy with me. It's nice. He's now also attempting to hinder my military production. He's gearing up for something, eh? Well, we'll be alright. I think we can defend. Not too worried about that. Ugh, I'm getting all kinds of hindering going on. I want to know if there are any other alliances. Where can I see that? Don't know. Not sure where I can see that. Never mind. I was contemplating who we can make a city and not. So Vyadapura, I think we can. And Babylon, I think we can. They're both kind of well positioned enough. Yeah. Babylon's got a little trio of spaces for double resource buildings there, which is nice. And it can go 1, 2, 3. We can just make it to the coast. It's got some river, it can work. So Babylon's another option. I think Imgur and Lille and Dur Katlimu are a no. Longchang's just going to struggle down there. I'm sure Xerxes is going to take that back off me. To be quite honest. 1, 2, 3, 6. And then Kerma Did I already make you a city? Yeah, you must already be a city. Yeah. We already made that decision. Why did I do that? I wonder what I was basing that on. I guess... Well, no, I'm not sure why I did that. Don't have much in the way to work with in the way of resources for those adjacencies. Well, too late now. And converting to a city. It's all going to get very expensive. So... yeah, that extra gold I think is not gonna hurt me. Need a bit of that right now. Oh dear, run away. Okay. Where was that? Is that here? Is this the Yellow River? It is. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, we can deal with these guys getting a bit... Oh! Oh dear. We are going to need to deal with them, aren't we? Let's deploy some defense. Okay. Okay. And... oh, you can move again, can't you? Stick some fortifications in. Probably go and destroy them. Oh, could I incite them to go and raid Xerxes? Yeah, go on, go do that. Go do that. That's a better use of your time than bothering me. Oh, it's goodbye to that scout, isn't it, really? Oh, it's going to be goodbye to that scout as well. Okay. Yeah, scout destroyed. Not surprised. Oh, all sorts is happening. Yeah, we thought we'd lose both of them. Okay, Xerxes is about to get a raid. Great works then. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the archive. 5 out there in the wild. Is it display 10 in your empire to complete the science one? It is. And then you will get academies become Golden Age academies. I don't actually have that much of that. I'm not going to slot 20 resources. Not even going to come close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. No chance. Right. Another Royal Library, please. Oh, I didn't actually see. Oh no. So I didn't actually see that silk there before. So that's a double slot. So I guess I get why I put that there. Why these guys are a city. That's fine. I'm gonna do another. Send another raid to Xerxes. And where have you got left to explore, buddy? Kind of nowhere. Oh, try and get you over there. How many turns do we reckon? How many turns do we reckon are left in this age? I'm not sure. Thanks, Ada. We'll just take a little bit of extra culture. Can I do the overwhelm thing? Yeah. Nice. Flapjack 1010, first time in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Have I tried the new Tonga? No, I haven't. So I was just chatting a little bit about the update earlier, and I have not yet. Have you? Have you given them a go? I'm really interested to Tonga. I'm really interested to do a sort of like naval pirates focused playthrough of this after I've done this sort of land military based one as Lakshmibai. And I want to know if did Tonga lean into that at all? Diplomatic expansionist. Just having a little read about them. Have you played with them? They seem like they might be. The Tahina unique scout can enter deep ocean even in antiquity. Super useful. You did an even Batutu Tonga game on Archipelago. Ended up with 400 science and 1100 culture in ancient. My word. Okay. 1100. You're keeping up with like this ridiculous deity other civ yields. 1100 surpassing anything I've seen anyone else do. Wow. Okay. How did you manage that? That's an impressive set of yields that for antiquity. I mean, look at what I've got. So far I'm at 29 culture and the age is 93% over. So fair play to you. That's a +8 lighthouse gone down. Very nice. Let's have. God, I don't really know what to do with Nivna now for the rest of this age. That unhappiness probably does need dealing with, though. Adjacent mountain terrain. Don't want to build over that emporium if I can help it. Maybe just next to both of those wonders is the way to go. +2 culture per improvement on... Is that per IP? Is that improvement, do you mean there? +2 culture per... on unique buildings. You had... independent powers. Sorry, right. +2 culture per independent power on unique buildings. You had 17 independent powers and 10 unique buildings. My god. That's impressive. Yeah, really nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm with you there, Pangolin. I might have to have a little play as the Tongans there. I think that settles who I might be in Antiquity for my Pirates playthrough. And a little follow from Average Sapien. Thanks very much, Average Sapien. Nice to have you. If you're having a little lurk, you come to check things out. Thanks for following. I really appreciate it. Confirmed Vim user in the channel. First time in the chat. Hello, Average Sapien. That is a masochistic choice of IDE. How are you getting on with it? Okay. Right. Let me make my mind up about what I'm doing here with Nineveh. I've been calling it Nivna for the entire campaign, and it's Nineveh? I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, I need to do something about this happiness. So, yeah. Have I unlocked... What's Mathematics Academy? I'm about to unlock the Academy. Oh, and I've got a lovely spot sat there waiting for the Academy. Double resource. So, don't need to worry about that. So, yeah, that makes my mind up. Let's have the arena in this spot here. I think... Oh, could I have it next to that brickyard? Yeah, why not? Oh, +9. I need +9. Let's just stick it in the city centre. Let's claim all of those. What's that, Flapjacks? Have a little read. The AI really got more aggressive. You had 3 hinder military sanctions at once. 60 prod in the cap. It cost 80 prod, but because of the 3 times hinder, it took 4 turns. Blimey. Okay, so yeah, they really came for you, the AI. They'd really had enough of your shenanigans. Yeah. Okay. And is that all in Antiquity you noticed the aggressiveness ramp up? Or was that as the ages went on? Average Sapient, how does Civ 7 compare to 6? You're asking the question, right? And it's something I talked about a fair bit actually, because I think I see Civ 7 go through the mill a little bit online, and it's almost difficult, right? Because I love Civ, I've played it a really long time. And I played 6 quite a lot. I played, I think, 3 and 4 when I was like a younger teenager. And I'm having a really good time with 7. But it really depends what you liked about 6, right? The way 7 works has been so divisive for people. There's so many strong opinions online. People really hate it from what I can see. This age transitions mechanic that we might get to see pan out in this stream. But I enjoy it. So, how does it compare to 6? My personal take is, by the end of 6, there were so many things in 6 that I never quite had the staying power to finish a lot of games in 6. And I don't think I'm the only person that had that experience with it. And I think a lot of the age transition they introduced in 7 was about that. It was about how do we keep the game interesting and fresh and mix it up for you over the course of a playthrough so you actually make it to the end of a game, right? Because I really like the antiquity stuff the most in Civ games, and I would always enjoy playing as Rome the most. People like that have your phalanxes or Greece and the hoplites, and I'd have those. And then by the time you're doing you've moved on past those units, their unique stuff, and everyone's got tanks or everyone's got ships and stuff. It's all a bit samey after that, and I lost interest. So in this, for me, some routes I've taken through on this game I really like. I really like playing as Rome, and then playing as the Normans. So you'd start off as Rome, and you'd have the Roman units, and then you'd play as the Normans, and I'd do cavalry, and I'd do culture and castles and all of that, and then I'd play as Great Britain, right? And then you'd have I'd have a reason to feel like I was involved in the modern age. So it just kind of kept me interested, you know? There was another route through I did as I was playing as Isabella, and I played as Carthage and then Spain and then America. And I had a great time. And the change of abilities through the ages I really enjoyed. So I like it. If they take it, I know they're playing the game without age transitions at the moment, and they might introduce that. If they take it out, I might give it a go, but I can see myself just leaving the transitions in. I don't really have a problem with it. I don't think it's any less weird to transition through ages than it is to play as the Aztecs and still have an Aztec empire in 2020. So it really depends what you're into. In 7, so 7, if you have a great ancient and exploration, the game's over very fast in modern. I mean, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. So in my kind of economic game as Isabella, I had a really good... I had like that, right? I had a really good ancient and exploration age, nailed all of the economic stuff all the way through. And so the modern age was just unlock factories. I immediately bought them all. I had like 4,000 gold a turn by that point. And I just put factories everywhere. And 10 turns later, I just sent my bank around and I was done. So I hear you on that, definitely. You had a turn 14 economic win this week. What, in the modern age? I assume that's what you mean, turn 14? Is that what you win? Nice. Yeah, right. There you go. So you kind of... similar thing, right? So, yeah, absolutely agree with you there. If you play too well, you know, you can snowball through the ages. But I mean, I guess you could do that before, right? In 6, you could snowball in 6 and end up winning way before you needed to. But I guess, yeah, because there's this modern age, it gives you this feel, doesn't it, of you want to play for a bit and it can be over like that, like you say. So, yeah. How does 7 compare to 6? It's different. It depends what you like and what you don't like. If you go and read comments on Facebook threads, which I have had to stop doing, you will see that most comments are people that detest it and say this isn't a Civ game and they want their money back and they hate it. And I think it's a bit harsh. I like this game. Flapjack, you spend way too much time in 6 with the sole purpose of finishing ASAP. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. There is always a minority yelling on the internet. It's true. It's, yeah. And I don't like seeing a game I like go through the mill, but like you say, it probably is the minority. I think there's probably a lot of people out there that are fine with it. Minus 75% goal. Oh, I don't like any of these crisis policies, by the way. I don't have many commander levels, so I think that, and I don't have many cities, so I think I can tank that. And then I'm suzerain of more places than I'd like minus 10 gold for. I think I'll take decentralization because I can take the focus off of these guys, honestly. Leave them as a growing town. And then I'm not hurting quite so much. And yeah, you said before, Flapjack, you played Civ 1 in 91. Blimey. You're a long term fan of the series then. You've been playing a long time too. What's your take on the differences between 6 and 7? You know, how do you feel about it? Pangolin, I agree with you for what it's worth that 6 did get overwhelming at times. There were so many decisions to make. And with the districts and everything going out, I found it really hard to feel like I'd optimized my placement of districts and cities really well in 6, because it just kept growing and growing and going outward, and it was tough to feel like I'd made the best choices a few hours later. And I always found myself a lot in 6 feeling like I'd not placed things as well as I could have, was like my primary feeling a lot of the time playing 6 was, I didn't get to, I should have put this here or I should have put that there. Which is a little disheartening maybe sometimes. I should download Leonard Factory's policy yield preview so I can see the effect on my policy cards. Oh, I'm going to make a note of that. Thank you. I'm going to pin that till the end. So that I remember to do that. Thank you very much. You hated on 7 for a long time, slowly being converted. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you weren't into it either then, the transition thing in the beginning. Not your jam. Right, I think we can move on up and get rid of these guys while they're still there. Oh dear. Let's unbox. It's better. Let's unbox as well. Cool. Okay, let's bring you down that way. EU5 released yesterday. What's EU5? Am I going mad? Europa Universalis 5? I don't think I know this game, Average Sapien. Do I need to be educated? Do I need to learn something? Was this like... Tell me some things about this game. Is this like Civ, but like someone's taken it like next level? What's the... Rule by the sword or the pen? Oh, it looks like the scale gets bigger. I see some menus with a lot of information in them. But you're still not too fond of it. Your last modern game you had... Did you say you had 112 settlements? A 112? Blimey. How does that end up working? Oh, because the settlement limit, because it's a maximum of minus 35 happiness. So do you just blow straight past that limit and not care about penalties? I've never really thought of that, to be honest, as a viable strategy. Didn't even think of it. But I guess you could, right? I like the way you think. Just FYI as well, I like to try and name my commanders on a theme. So in the previous campaigns I've had different themes like Formula 1 drivers or cricket players or whatever, right? And in this particular playthrough I'm just going with Christmas as a loose theme. And so far we've got roast patrol toes and we've got the Duke of Beef Wellington. So if you think of any Christmas related land commander names, I've got one that still needs a name. And I may well need some naval ones and sort of flying ones in the future. So, just bear that in mind. Oh, okay, yeah. So you get enough attribute points, and then you were just endless celebrations. Well, fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna bear that in mind. You can absolutely just blow straight past the happiness penalties if you're prepared to make enough settlements and get enough attribute points. Good to know.
You, O Ashur, hold all knowledge from the ancient past to the distant future.
Right, change policies. Get rid of that. We do want Mihi Stew. And let's have one production and science. I think I'd rather take that. Cool. Right, and here we go. Let's get up to some mischief. Nice. Who's my favourite leader so far? Of the playthroughs I've done, I would say probably Isabella so far. But I really like Natural Wonders, and I really like. I love it when settlements have like a little theme to them, and I can get invested in them. So, like in this game, I've got Vinicunca here for Der Katlimu, and I will. This place is going to be this lovely little culture place, right? And over here, I've got Great Barrier Reef. So, I really like. I've always loved Natural Wonders, and so her leaning into that as a playstyle is the one I've enjoyed the most so far. What about you? Who's your fave? Press the Y button at the wonder. Oh, you want to see the yields? So I've got to obviously, you know, dump down some farms around Vinicunca, but every one of them's going to land me +2 culture, and then Great Barrier Reef's going to get me. I've started working, it's going to get me science and all the tiles around it. So winning, right? A couple of little settlements where I will have a whole bunch of culture and such. We're gonna go here again. Lovely. Let's have. Oh. Have I tried putting the cursor at tiles and pressing the N key? No, I'm going to do that in a second. Bear with. Let me just choose what I'm doing next. I think organize military for the sake of the settlement limit. I think I'll get there. Put the cursor at a tile, press the N key.
Mountainous desert Europe homelands Lakshmibai, Assyrian Empire.
Get like a little narration. I didn't know that. Huh.
Flat desert Europe homelands 2 food 1 production total yields.
I did not know.
3.0 Lakshmibai, Assyrian Empire unimproved improve here to get farm road.
There you go. Oh, there you go. I learned something there. Durkatlimu. Oh, we could put down some nice stuff here. So if I put... Ooh, I don't want to put down a step pyramid. Actually, because... Does not remove warehouse bonuses. Must be placed on an existing improvement on tiles with a natural yield. I don't want to spend that money. Pangolin, you like playing as Xerxes just so, just so Xerxes isn't in the game. Go away, Xerxes. He's such a noisy neighbour, isn't he? Honestly. I didn't know that about that restaurant in Paris. You probably would hate it, wouldn't you? It's the only place I can't see that flipping tower. you reach it? No, you can't. Okay. Fine. Nice. Nice. Sweet promotion for roast patrol toes. What do we want here? What do people generally... I mean, Flapjack, what do you generally go with for your commander upgrades? I find it really hard to ignore that Bastion one. Leadership is nice, but I always have a use for my commanders that's not stationed on a district, right? Cool, right. Spearman. Again, don't want to spend that money if I can help it. So I'll skip your turn. Right, and up here, what are we doing? What are we doing? Nice. Groovy. This is my poor nameless army commander. Let's have logistics. I never do logistics. Lovely. Okie dokie. He's still alive. Got one little scout down here, kicking around. Good lad.
There is geometry in the humming of the strings.
Alright, we got academies now. And a bit of growth for you. So pretty much every one of these tiles I work now is all good and in my favour. And you will want... I mean, a fishing key's not going to hurt you soon. Well, I've got through the tech tree in a decent amount of time, haven't I? Let's have the extra gold. Right then. Right, let's spin them off. Sweet. Perfect. Let's move you up. Let's let you heal, actually. That'll do. That'll do. finish off everyone that remains over here. Sweet. Ooh, there you go. Nice. Train 6 tier 3 cavalry units. Will have +1 food on production buildings. Oh, I don't know what that quest reward is going to be, but I don't really want to train any more units. 6 tier 3 cavalry units. I don't know how many I've already got. 1. I've got 4 cavalry units, but I need to upgrade. Nah, let's just take the extra food now, shall we? Another upgrade. Nice, nice. Ah, beef Wellington. Ah, beef Wellington. Let's not force that situation. Let's just skip your turn. Cool. Oh! Lost a warrior. Oh, we can deal with that. Lovely. Simply lovely. Okay. Nice. Let's work that in Babylon. Come on then, Ada, in you come. Might play to our advantage because I might try and squish one of Ada's cities just for the sake of the militaristic legacy point. Go and squish them. I think that's probably job done over there. How close are we to another city? A few more turns yet. I could befriend those guys, couldn't I? Why not? Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Going alright. Going alright. 94% on the age. 10 turns left. There we go. So we will get to transition. We're only an hour in. Plenty of time left. Okay. Get after that archer. Pop you back in there. Pop you back over there for a rest. Okay. Nice. I'll move you out of the way, and now you can have a go. Lovely. Okay, this little situation in here I think is largely managed.
When I was young, I thought that money.
Okay. With 9 turns left, no point making another city. I will change capital and leave Nineveh as a city and probably like make somewhere like Babylon my next my capital, and then I'll get a free city through that way and save my moolah. Right, and then it's just picking up any specialisms we want to have before, any masteries we want before it ends. Yep, I'll take masonry too. Actually, yeah, because I won't get future tech in time. Is there any point building an academy? I don't think I can get... No, I can't. So I'd need to display another 4, so I would need to have another 2 royal libraries. Which just isn't going to happen. So, not much point building an academy. Could build a step pyramid though. Do I think you keep those? They're ageless, yeah. +1 happiness for each adjacent river. Look at that. Why not? Very nice. Where did they go? Oh, they're still running away. Okay. Right. And let's... deal with them. Nice. And we'll get the bonus for dispersing them. Another sweet promotion. You can have another 2 slots and faster reinforcement. Lovely. They don't stand a chance against our armies. Absolutely not. Let's finish off that commander. Bosh. There we go. Look at that. I think we pretty much have dealt with them. Let's hoover everyone up. I always like this little hoover up. Yoink. Sweet. Oh, Ballista can go up there. Diplomatic incident from Xerxes. Settled too close to someone. Whom? Where did Xerxes settle? Is that a Xerxes? What a bother going and settling in there. Okay, Nineveh. Nothing really of note worth building, I don't think. Anything ageless? New? I could put a harbour down, but it feels a bit of a feels a bit of a waste. But I assume I can build a harbour at any time. So yeah, I don't need to build this now. I'll worry about that later. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, this is another one. I'm not really sure what to do with them. Some more walls won't hurt. Just seems a bit pointless putting down those buildings. I might be... Maybe I'm wrong about that and it will be worth it. But it doesn't feel it. Send you back. You know, I not quite got the gauge on whether it's totally pointless to build buildings that will be out of date in the next age or not before the age transition. It's not like you get nothing for it, but you will just build over them. So yeah, I sort of can't really tell. Right. That's useful. Good. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 to go in. Okay, that's fine. And now that I think about it, maybe you lose all your cities, don't you? Yeah, because I haven't got the... I was thinking, do I want to spend all my gold now? But, I mean, I should probably put down like a... Well, a something. I almost don't want to put it on either of those two tiles. I'd rather put fishing boats there, but... That involves putting down 2 other buildings, right? And that involves putting down like 2 land buildings, and I just don't have a need. So gonna hold fire on a decision there.
He was the first to construct a wall.
Cool. My yields are getting a bit nicer now. I don't know how am I stacking up against everyone. I'm actually not doing that bad, really. It could be worse. It could be worse. Yeah. I feel like I've been more behind in the past. Writing 2. Yeah, science on science buildings. Yes, please. Cool. You're alert. Duke of Beef Wellington, you're all resting.
The spoken word conquers all thought.
Cool. Let's have... Is that really all that's left? Are you up there? Cool. Not long to go. Five more turns. Cool. More walls complete. In Nineveh. Alright. There we go, welcome back, Phalanx. Three turns left. We can handle that. Are we going to befriend you in time? 7 turns. 5. Ugh, not quite, I don't think. Okay. So if I make that a step pyramid, will that... Oh, it keeps its... it's nice, isn't it? That's nice. I think that was a worthy spend, because I'll have those for a couple of ages. I'll have no need to build over those, you know?
Ships at a distance have every man's wish on board.
Mathematics 2? I don't think that's a thing. It's just future tech, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what. I think I've got a little bug here. We've got Mathematics 2, whatever that is. I'd rather research future tech, actually. Okay, and then... I mean, there's really not much point doing anything, is there? I've got no fishing boats for a harbour. No point putting that down. Do I replace the hill fort? I can't remember what the hill fort gives you. +2 production, +1 sight, +5 healing per turn on the tile. Counts as fortification. I don't think I need that in Nineveh anymore. I probably could replace it with an emporium just for a bit of extra gold. Oh, one turn till we age transition. I think we'll be all right. So let's do another improvement, and then we can. For example, a farm over here. With then a step pyramid. Ah, has to be placed on. Okay, never mind. But an emporium over there. Yeah, we could just put an emporium down. Sweet. Nice bit of extra gold. Bunch of emporiums. That's quite cool. Nice. Getting a bit better at putting those types of things down. I'm just going to put you on research initiative for the last turn. And my phalanxy friend just heal up. We can just alert as well, because they're all going to disappear in return's time. There we go, that's it, isn't it? Oh, it's the end of this turn. Okay. Just pet the dog for this turn. Oh, he's a good... They got big spiky collars on now, the dogs, haven't they? When did they get those? I don't remember that. Maybe that's just what ours, this Civ Scouts look like. Look, Mr. Frodo. It's an Oliphant. They look cool as well, don't they? Not quite as amusing to me as the elephants that I think you get in exploration. I can't remember who gets them, but they got people in stripy tops on them with a little cannon. So that one makes me chuckle. Well, let's just skip your turn. And you. I got no more exploring that my scouts can do. Is there any point to this? I'm not sure there is. That's it, isn't it? Oh, so they do resolve all of the conflicts before the age transition. A bunch of fights for not much reason. And there we have it. The Antiquity Age comes to an end. So, not my strongest in terms of legacy paths, but that's okay. We get in age rankings. You know, no one finished many. It was only these three finished Great Library. That was it. So no one really managed much. But we got a new little thing for Lakshmibai, a little level up. And now we'll pick who we want to play as in the next stage, who best to carry the mantle of our kind of militaristic focus. So Abbasid I've played as already. Chola, what do you have to offer? Golden Happiness Unique Quarter. Extra trade routes, so very trade focused. Trade and economy. Culture and expansion on these guys. They want tropical for their expansion. And they get the War Puppet Theatre Unique Improvement. Okay. Didn't unlock Bulgaria. Mongolia, expansionist, militaristic. What's the deal here? Huh. So Mongolia gets the Ortu unique improvement, plus 5 gold. Restores movement to any Mongol unit at its location. So that's got to be a nod to the way the Mongolians would get information across the vast distances of their empire, right? They would have these outposts, and a rider would arrive at the outpost and swap horse and carry on, right? There's got to be a nod to that. I don't know if Mongolians were the first to do that. I doubt they were the only. But that's certainly a feature of their... I remember reading that somewhere. These guys get a point towards the legacy path for controlled settlements in distant lands and conquered settlements in homelands. Nice. So Mongolia, interesting choice. I've already played as Norman, as fun as they are. The rest are locked. Right? I've played as Spain already. Shawnee. What do you guys have going on? All about the rivers and resources. Okay. Hey there, Cam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? I always like your collection of emojis you rock up to the chat with, Cam. I wish I knew more often than I do what they actually meant, but I can see we've got Mocha's Drive today. How are you? Nice to have you come and have a watch. Trust you're well. And the Incans Can work mountains, +2 food and production on mountains. Can generate homelands treasure convoys in cities with 3 worked mountains. Okay. I am tempted to play, I think, as Mongolia. I think they complement this militaristic focus, and they encourage me to lean into trying to chase a military victory, which I never do. So I'm going to go with Mongolia, I think. Oh, and that was that. Choose Mongolia. Poof. You're just working out how to training day on your off day. Okay, yeah. Impressive. I respect the hustle. Is it an off day if you have a training day? You know? Very admirable of you there. When do you get an actual off day, Kem? You know, I'm talking about my kind of off day, which is... I mean, there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Nothing but, like, playing Civ or playing Monster Hunter way too late in the night, into the small hours. Take away and a clear schedule. You basically just work now. Oh, Kem. Well. I mean, if you love it and you're enjoying it, that's good. You know? I don't want to project my need to do nothing. As long as you're happy doing what you do. Or, you know, maybe you're not, but it's fulfilling. You know? If you're getting some fulfillment, that's good. You do always sound busy every time you join. You and your co-worker are leaning to becoming EMT. So tell me more about what that is. And why are you leaning towards that? Curious. Okay, the exploration age, everybody. The military advisor. Continue. Mongolia offers you a unique way to establish a military legacy. While other civs must traverse the ocean, you receive points for capturing settlements in your homeland. Capture a settlement with the Noyan. It's a bunch of decisions to make at the start of a new age. Kem, it seems more interesting. Still helping people in a different way. So I'm going to have to check what an EMT is. Emergency medical technician? This is that what that is? First responder type person? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely still helping people in a very direct way, I would say. You know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, ambulance crew. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You will be... Is there a more Route 1 helping people than, you know, first response medical help? This is about... Is there anyone more helpful when you need emergency medical aid? That is beautiful. Why not? Is that a big pivot away from what you do now? Right, time to choose some legacies. We'll take the militaristic, we'll take the economic, the expansionist, I think. Oh, did I not get... Oh, I could have legendary fortifications, +3 combat strength and 50 health to walls. That's not bad. I want to view the map, guys. Who do we want to become a city? What were my options again? Kerma or Durkat Limu? I don't think I want either of them. Wait, no, where's Kerma? Kerma I do, actually. Okay, so we can choose Kerma to become a city? Yeah, nice, cool. An EMT would be a bit less hazardous than what you do. Yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah, that makes sense. But still, it's still got its risk, right? EMT compared to police work. Certainly not without risk. But I guess, yeah, are there less physical requirements to be an EMT than to be a police? I'm quite tempted by legendary fortifications. That leaves me with a couple of science points to spend. And I think that little science boost for all of my codexes I will take. And we will take a militaristic attribute point and a diplomatic. Yeah, there we go. Bosh. Done. Diplomatic. So some of that. Let's have another social policy slot. Militaristic. And we will drop the gold maintenance, I think. Yeah. Should free us up a little. Alright. And now it's time for some craziness. Right, a bazaar. Bazaar. +1 for each adjacent coastal terrain. 2, 3, and 2 wonders. Ooh, this spot's got nice now with the introduction of some sugar. That's got to be a nice place for... It might have been something else before. So I think that means mark it over this side. Oh, sorry. Bazaar, rather, I should say. And we've got Noyans now, so this is good. Ada Lovelace has got some courses already, which doesn't help. We've got a cog. Send you out. Mind you, so do we. Whole bunch of courses. What do we think the chances are we can meaningfully give Xerxes some grief? He hates us already. And maybe we can improve our relations enough with Frederick to convince him to go to war with us. Think that can be done? It could possibly be done, couldn't it? Yeah, I don't see why not. Cool, so we got 1 city there, 2 city there. I think we want to make probably... Oh, do we do Babylon next? Need 900 gold for my next city. So, yeah. It's Babylon or it's Vyadapura. Well, I really thought I might get some extra resources in Vyadapura. But I didn't. Didn't get nothing. All happiness and culture. Vyadapura. That's all we're going to get there, really. Well, that's okay. The yield's still good. The excellent. Cool. Can I still make... No, I can't make those unique buildings anymore. Okay, no worries. Fine, right. Oh, Kamakura. Befriend is 340 now. Nishapur 340. Okay. Alright, get in the lay of the land. Well, we're not badly positioned. Tell you what, we're well positioned on the science front, aren't we? Good, right. Okay. Oh, interesting. So these things have yield bonuses when unassigned. Got just golden happiness when unassigned. I'll take the food and production, and I will put that in. To your cat Limu. Needs all the help it can get. Okay. 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 Who's Xerxes playing as now? Playing as Ming. We have the Junlei Chong. +4 combat strength in featureless tiles. Has a ranged attack. And can build the Ming Great Wall. So I think it's just going to keep building walls, Xerxes, aren't they? They're carry on with their Great Wall and then pick straight up where they left off with Ming Great Wall. Oh, blimey. So who do we really want to get rid of? Probably Xerxes. They're going to be the most bother. But that means we got to build up an empire. Dan Huey. Probably... Does it want to be machinery? Might do. We want to go up this way, I think, towards castles, or maybe. Yeah, we probably want to start. I think. Yeah, it's astronomy. It has to be the start, doesn't it, to get observatories? Got to start there. Let's choose a civic. Mongolian civics. What do we got? The Ortu. Yep, we should have some of that. Captured towns do not cost double to convert into cities. Interesting. It's very much just go capture stuff. Erdene Zoo. We want to get all the way to there. I need to boost my culture. Blimey. Okay. When do you unlock Erdene Zoo otherwise? Oh, it's just the authority mastery. Okay. Well, I think we've got to start with those Mongolian civics. Yeah, I think we are going to start with Ulus. Karakorum. What do you want to build first? Probably a bazaar as well. Might have to be there, you know. Yeah, they're not going to manage any other buildings, are they? What's the other gold building options? It is the Guild Hall, isn't it? Which is the same deal. That's influence and gold. Yeah, probably does need to be a bazaar. Stick that in there. Social policies. Well, 1, 2, 3, isn't it really? And then command units. Now we could just launch a wee surprise attack on old Ada Lovelace here. Try and get rolling on these 3 settlements. They haven't got much purchasing power or science. They're just a bit weak, you know? They might be ones to squish now while we can. While all of my units are up here as well. You know, we could head up that way. No chance of an alliance with him. Is there a way you can see other alliances? No, these are all marine terrain stuff. You're playing as Hawaii. You're gonna struggle. Yeah, I reckon I might try and deal with Ada Lovelace immediately. Is that a bit brash of me? I've got 3 full commanders. I don't know what they can muster out of here. But that little trio of, or at least Athena and Sparta, seem reasonably well built. And like they could be worth nicking. So maybe the answer is just to squish Ada Lovelace. That'll give us a good start on the militaristic path. Capture any settlement. Capture 2 settlements. Capture points by capturing... Earn points by capturing settlements. Up to a total of 12 points. There's going to be Ada Lovelace and it's going to be other people, right? You know, it's not just going to be... So yeah, you know what? In true sort of... We're going to lean into the militaristic playthrough style. We're going to go for it. Well, you're completely stuck, aren't you? Again, so are you. Also, oh, you're on a little... That's why you're stuck. I need open borders with you. Okay. Come on, get out of there. And then you. There we go. Okay. Neat. Okay. And now I seem to have some problem here where I can't... Trade opportunity here is not letting me... trade opportunity. Take me there. There we go. For some reason, hitting the menu and coming back. Sort it out. Right. Alright, turn 1 of the new age. Sorted. And let's choose a government now. I think feudal monarchy is going to suit me the best. It's gold or it's overbuilding. Gold and overbuilding or food and cavalry and naval unit production. Let's go with feudal monarchy. Let's just take those ones that are like, is this a military thing? And just go with them apples. Stick some fortifications down. Okay. Cool. Okay. Am I gonna do it? I'm gonna go straight for Ada Lovelace. That's what's up. Surprise war. I have lost my mind.
And your head will soon follow.
Roger that, Ada. Sweet. Okay. Let's get in there. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Groovy. Oh, I don't like the sound of all of this. Okay. War with you. Anyone else? Gotta support myself a bit. Right, and we'll bring down those defenses. Okay, where is Augustus? Oh, he's all the way back here. Okay, right. So fingers crossed it actually takes Augustus quite a while to get to us. That would be... That's the ideal there. Awesome. Right. Let's back you up for a bit of healing. Is that another promotion for you, sir? Nice. More combat strength. Oh, and how much is a Keshig? Okay, a couple of turns. Great. So my Keshigs, sort of, they seem to count as They're ranged, they've got ranged attacks, but they're also cavalry, which is quite cool. Right, what's going to happen? Oh, let's back that commander up out of there. Because here comes the retaliation from Lovelace. Oh, nice. I'll actually reach over there, that's fine. Can you get... Okay, there's gonna be a lot of troops start coming out of there. A lot of troops. So... Can you finish him off? Oh, that's sweet. Another promotion. More yield and HP from pillaging. Let's go with that. Okay. Go on in, Frederick. I wonder if that will be about the extent of Lovelace's soldiers. It's about the extent of mine, to be fair. What's your upgrades? Oh, cool. We'll just get that cog to keep Stockholm busy, shall we? I didn't mean to send you in there at all. Duke of Beef Wellington. Right. We lost a swordsman. Courser attacked. Bunch of people attacked. Who were you attacked by? Oh! I have a wonder that means that when cavalry get killed, they respawn in the nearest settlement, I think, with quarter health. It's one of these ones, isn't it? Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, that was it. The first time each cavalry unit's destroyed, it respawns in the closest settlement you own at 25% HP. There you go. I forgot about that. Perfect. Right. So let's bring a... I need to be careful about how I spend all my gold. I'll get Nivna to start making cavalry in a sec. Until then... Catapult. Do your thing. Catapult. There we go, nice. Okay, catapult couldn't help me there anyway, but still. We captured Megara. Do you want to keep it or raise it? I mean, we could keep it, couldn't we? As just a little feeder town. You know? Just stick a bunch of farms down. And to be fair, we learned earlier that you can just blaze past the settlement limit if you can get enough happiness down. You don't need to worry about staying within the settlement limit, so maybe we'll just do that. Let's keep it. I don't want those influence penalties, to be honest. Cool. Right then. So, the Leomano, I think, is their unique thing, which has extra combat strength against infantry and cavalry units. So the Corsa is the one that has... They've got 40, they have 35. So we could instead... just get a bunch of fortifications down. They should be done already. Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna back you up out of there. Nice, nice. Yeah, that catapult can't get to my leader, that's fine. Tune. Big tune. Some fortifications in there. Okay. 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 So I'll send those guys up to help because I can. Same with those guys. Yeah, let's do that. Right. How bad can it get on the change of turn?
There exists beyond the
Oh, Ada didn't do a lot that turn. Which Ada seemed to not really move that turn. Okay. Well, it suits me. Gives me another turn to get everyone a bit closer. Right, celebration time. Extra production for our cavalry units returned. Thank you very much. Just gonna stick a bunch of fortifications down because I mean I can, right? Let's bought ourselves an entire turn there. Oh. 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 Okay, it's all happening. It's all happening. Right. Some stuff happened that turn for realsies. Lost a swordsman. Cache was attacked. Swordsman got attacked twice. Okay. Bazaar finished. Time to make more caches. I'm going to leave them unassigned. Quality. It's right, so then let's weaken you down nicely. Okay. It's another Keshig arriving on the scene. Can we get the kill? Oh, not quite. Oh yeah, we can. Perfect. Okay, good. And if we can we take 2 more attacks the next turn? Probably. Nice. Oh, Beef Wellington can immediately stick down fortifications. Well done, sir. Okay. Good, right, next. Okay, it's all happening. Catapult attacked. Swordsman attacked. Catapult attacked. Courser attacked. And we met a new civ. Genghis Khan. I've stolen your civilization, really, pal. Cool. Okay, and then in which case, let's... On the Mongolia-Hawaii War, I'm going to support myself. Perfect. Okay, nice. Get that Keshig involved. Have some of that. Can my Corsair kill them? They can. So we have the Corsair polish them off. Nice. We'll have the catapult nearly polish them off. And if we have you instruct my swordsman to engage. Okay, we're coming out nicely there. Right then. Couple of ranged attacks on you. Nice. And now, can we finish you off? Yeah, we can. Can that swordsman peel back a bit? They can. Alright. Just you heal up in there. We need them to keep their health. Utapura's defenseless, but they can't get over. So I'm not too worried about that. Lovely. Okay. Can you make me a Keshig with the time you've got, please?
Shiva is signless.
Oh,
Without color.
Machapuchare.
That is beyond
I think this might be a new
or
one.
touch,
Is it?
without
No.
quality,
Might have seen this one
motionless
before.
and changeless.
What do we know about Machapuchare? Machapuchare. I don't know if I'm butchering that pronunciation or not. Also known as the Fishtail Mountain. Oh, because it's little... It's got... You can't really see them from this angle. But underneath where it says 480 there, the two little peaks, they make this kind of, well, fishtail shape. So, There you go. It's 6,993 meters high. The peak in Nepal, yeah. It's revered as a sacred mountain as has never been officially climbed, as the Nepalese government does not permit climbing. There you go. Considered sacred to the Hindu god Shiva and therefore off limits to climbers. A British expedition, of course it was the Brits, in the 1950s turned back just short of the summit. And it is widely believed that a climber named Bill Dens may have made an illegal ascent in the 80s. Ooh. Bill Dens. So there you go. It's a very, very beautiful indeed. And I think you can go and see it. Just cannot climb it. There you go. Several legends state that the Hindu Lord Shiva actually lives there. Lord Shiva is one of the principal deities in Hinduism, revered as the supreme being in Shaivism, known as the god of destruction, transformation, and the cosmic dancer. Very nice. Yeah, I like this too, Pangolin, right? This is cool. And he's one of the three gods in the Hindu Trinity, or the Trimurti. You got Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and then Shiva. Shiva, the destroyer. Shiva's role being to destroy the universe to allow for its recreation. His destruction is considered constructive, not malicious. There you go. There's a whole pantheon of Hindu gods, much like the pantheon of the Greek gods and the Roman gods, and they got partners and children, and it's all happening. You're right. Yeah, I agree. I don't need to climb this. I don't need to climb any mountains personally. I'm happy not dying in the attempt. But yeah, there you go. We found Machapuchare. The Fishtail Mountain. What does it give you? Oh, so Mongolia. It gives you 6 production and 3 culture, and it gives you +1 happiness on rough and mountain terrain in this settlement. There you go. Yes, very selfless of you. Very noble. Very noble indeed. Cool. Okay.
Flat grassland forest, vegetated, Lemuria homelands 1 food 1 production 2 happiness total yields, 4.0 unimproved improve here to get, woodcutter.
I seem to have activated something on my sieve here where my mouse is now... Is that better? My panning seems to now be not moving me around properly. What's going on here? Civ. What's going on? Civ? I'm gonna try turning my mouse off and on again. I seem to be stuck at the top of the map here. Oh, there we go. Oh, it sorted itself out. We're alive. There we go. Well, I don't know what that was all about. Okay. I can control the game again. Right. Where was I? We're about to See how badly this can go. What do we lose? How bad can it get? Right. Ah, the courser managed to destroy my catapult. That's annoying. Okay, we lost a catapult. Xerxes doesn't hate me anymore because now I'm warring with other people. Okay. Right then. Ah. That's you dead. That's you dead. Nice. Let's peel you back to here. You can heal up. I'm gonna lose you if I'm not careful. But if I pave the way for those guys to come through, I'll be in even more trouble. What to do here? Probably swapping you guys over is sensible. Can I pillage? Oh no, because it's mine. It's my territory. So no. Okay. Six turns until I can buy something. But a promotion for you. Oh, land units heal. Oh, +5 combat strength for land units within the command radius. Or the second wind grants a land unit within the command radius 1 extra attack and 2 movement points. I think I'd rather just give everyone in the radius +5 combat strength. Immediately stick down some fortifications. Love how instant it all is because of all the adjacency. Okay. Well, that's them dealt with. Right. Wince time. Ah, they went for the district. Should have left the courser where it was. Okay. Okay. That's alright. We can deal with that. Heal 30 HP. Might not want to do that. I might want to... It's a bit frustrating that I lost that, actually. Well, they got one courser coming. Distract them a bit. So we leave them there. Oh, happy +2 culture in all settlements, thanks. Yeah. Caching made. Make me another one with what we got left in the celebration. Send them up. Okay, and then do we go straight back for the district, or did you try and polish off that courser? Yeah. Keep. Lot of changing hands of this settlement. Oh, and I got another courser. Right, I get my best cavalry unit every time I capture a settlement. So actually, carry on, guys. Capture it as much as you want and give it back, and then I'll get another courser. So, yeah, okay, that worked nicely in my favor, actually. Oh, and that one died, and it came back to here, because that's my nearest... I had a settlement nearby, didn't I? So, groovy. Alright, well, let's send you up into the fight. Perfect. Okay, I can get into this. This is Mongolia. This is some nice abilities here. And let's have a little more war support there. There we go. Now I imagine Augustus is going to turn up at some point, so I've got to keep an eye out for that. But see what inroads we can make before he does. Yeah. Cool. And I still get my thing about incorporating city-states. Yeah, let's move them back. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. We are doing okay. Right, whatever next. This time I reckon I'll lose that courser down the bottom. Oh no, they ran
I
away.
worked my wits and thoughts about shapes and figures, and I arranged these shapes one by one.
Sweet. So I can afford my next city, and I am inclined to make it Babylon. So we've got a great mountain spot there. We've got some normal districts and then a double spot here. Oh, in fact, 2 double spots because of that iron actually. So yeah, I think Babylon's a good shout. Okay. Xerxes is attempting to hinder my finances. For how long? No. No, Xerxes. I need those. They're my finances. And I think if I get heraldry, that will mean that I get knights for capturing settlements. And that starts to get pretty tasty. The Keshig. Do I want to make one? I've got 4 turns left in celebration. No, actually, that's not Babylon's best use of time right now. Gristmill +4 and then on all my warehouse improvements, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a farm? I think if anything, I'm going to build a bazaar here. Take that gold adjacency bonus and then build the gristmill on the river, probably. Is a slightly more sensible play, unless I can get down here. I could do that, couldn't I? So if I came down this way, stuck some fishing boats in, I can have that tile. That would be a good spot for a bazaar and a guild hall, and then I can... Yeah. So fine. Gristmill. How many water buildings are there from this age? Not the armorer, but the shipyard. And we've got the... Can we still... Oh no, we can't build the harbour anymore. If you hit it. Oh no. Harbour still exists. As does fishing key. Shipyard. Wharf. Is on coastal navigable river. Okay. So, gristmill, how many we got? Is it more than 2? No point building a harbour because I can only put... I'll only be able to put one fishing boat on. Tuffy. Is that so? I actually think it probably is going to be. Just double check. The shipyard. No. Guildhall. Inn. Dungeon. Wharf. Gristmill sawmill. Yeah, so I think actually our weapon of choice here is going to be a granary. So that I can put a gristmill there. That gets refunded. And then we can... Probably want another farm, to be honest, for now. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense, I think, for Babylon, and then it will be a gristmill there, and then I can put money building and the bank, the bazaar and the guild hall there. And then come this way for... Yeah. Whatever I want to do next. Yeah, cool. Groovy, right. Right. Plenty on the scene now. Oh, it's movement penalties I keep forgetting about. Okay, offense is done. Actually gonna peel you back to heal. Oh, peel and heal. Nice. Okay. You know what? You heal up. Whew. Right, okay. And here comes Augustus. And I get... Don't I already have Megara? Babylon 2, 3. Do we want this peace deal for now? To end this war. I keep Megara. Or do we just keep going? Yeah, let's take the peace deal for now. Make me another Keshig with the time you've got. I think it's long chain connected now. Must be. Yeah. Just ticking away back there. We'll leave him back there. And we'll take some extra culture. And everybody can heal. Oh, actually, can they? Yeah, if I move you out there to heal up, can you go in there? Oh. Didn't want to do that. Never mind. Okay, we got a Keshig. Good chance for everyone to heal up. And maybe we can make... No. That'll do us for now. That'll do us. Okay. I thought dear old crowbar might come crashing out of the woodworks. And we'll just let everybody just get nice and healthy. Alright, you can have 6, which is nice. It's 4. Okay. Okay. Whatever, Xerxes. The sanctions, the hindering coming in now. Ugh. I'm gonna take the hit on the culture for now, because I want to start incorporating some of these lot. So we're gonna have you heal up. I would imagine a peace deal from Augustus is imminent, considering we're at peace with Ada Lovelace now. Certainly like to think so. There we go, you're full. What you got? Two swordsmen and a bunch of Keshig. Oh, 3 Keshig and a Corsair. Nice. Nice. Another promotion. Roast patrol toes. We'll take that. Yes. Gain the grant second wind. Grants a land unit within the command radius an extra attack. I think I'll just take the extra combat strength all around. So I got a couple of commanders here that make life Very unpleasant for them. And your logistics. So these two level 4 commanders essentially mean that I end up with 35 on a swordsman, 40 on a courser, but I'll have to have a look next time I'm actually picking a fight at just how many bonuses I end up getting. Okay. Did I lose someone? Who did I lose? Nice scout. Okay, and my courser came under fire. Well, that was... I feel foolish of them. Nice. One, two, three, four can join that commander, yeah. So he can have one more, so that I'll bring that Kashyyyk back. And then this commander out here has got his own 4 as well. Great. Perfect. Okay. That was lovely. So that was a nice start actually to the age. Nicked a settlement. Bumped ourselves along on the militaristic path. And now we got some options. So a really nice spot here with 2 wonder adjacencies, 2 resources. Got a spot here with two resources and a wonder. So very nice observatory potential. I think... How much are merchants? I should get some trade going, and let's put down an observatory. Yeah. Right, Babylon's finished with a granary. Perfect. And I think gristmill here to then give me bazaar there. That works. One, two, three. I'm surprised that didn't give me... So if I work this tile, I better get... Yeah, I was going to say. Do I disperse Stockholm? Do I need to? I sort of don't want to. Depends how many independents we're going to actually manage to get, doesn't it? What do we get for it? Do we get some stuff? Maybe I'll get rid of Stockholm. Yeah, I got a couple of 100 science for the privilege. Alright, another Keshig to add to the fray up here as well. Okie dokie. Well, I think I might leave it there for this evening. We've run a good few hours there now, but I think that was quite successful. I felt pretty good about where we've got to. We've got the ball rolling on a bit of an army here, with a few commanders here that are reaching some nice high levels, giving me some really nice combat boosts, especially these +4 ones. We have pushed back Ada Lovelace for some points and another settlement that will turn into a little feeder town. We've got Babylon as a city now. Vyadapur will be next, but we need to get some gold coming in. I need to get my yields moving, right? Science is in a good place, but other people are starting to run away a bit here, so we got to be careful. We've got to... Even Ada Lovelace is managing to pull in more gold and culture than me. And everyone is pulling in more influence. So, yeah. We've got to get a wriggle on with yields. I've got to focus on my empire a bit. Get some infrastructure down, get some buildings down. And then I think another push, right? I'm hoping once we manage that, I'll be able to have another run maybe at Ada Lovelace or maybe even at Xerxes. And I think at some point it would be good to join Longcheng up, right? But that would mean like a little coastal campaign against Xerxes along here. Chengdu, Handan, and Huayang all the way down, and that lends itself much more to a naval attack than a land-based one. But maybe I need both, right? But the Mongols are all about roaming through the land, so maybe Xerxes will end up friends, you know? He likes it when I'm at war with other people. Maybe I don't need to scrap with Xerxes. Maybe I can just build up Longcheng. Just leave him down there as a little town, sending food to me. Occasionally popping a little trader out of there. That might be it, right? And then in 8 turns I'll be able to start putting down those little Mongol unit things that will mean I can train units and then have them to the thing, get all their movement points back, all the movement points back, fly across the empire. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? To be able to make a unit in like Nivana and Karakoram down here and have them run all the way to the front line in 1 turn. That would be really cool. So I need to figure out how all of that works, but that would be quite a fun thing to try and get going. So some of that. And yeah, we'll see how this age fares. I think the militaristic, if you complete it, you get a golden age. You gain an infantry unit and a range unit in all your distant land settlements. It's a bit of a rubbish golden age, really, isn't it? Considering. Well, I'm not going to be doing treasure fleet. I'm very unlikely to manage culture, so it's just going to be science and military for me, I think. Golden Age universities. Culture will be keep your religious founder beliefs. Economic would be all your cities from the previous age remain cities. And then cities in distant lands gain 2 population. Yes, I keep saying Nivana, don't I? Nineveh. I will get that right. Nineveh. Nineveh. But yeah, I think, I don't know what you think, but I think the economic golden age is streets ahead of the others in terms of the bonus you get from it. All your cities remain cities, and cities in distant lands gain 2 population at the start of the next age. That's so much better than distant land settlements get a couple of units, or keep your religious founder beliefs, unless maybe you've really managed to exploit it and you may have made the most of it in some way. I haven't been able to, but the economic treasure fleet stuff does seem by far and away the one to get, but I don't think I will, because it's not going to be what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing homelands conquering, but what can I say? Never mind. Let's leave it there for this evening. Thank you very much to everyone that's come and hung out this evening. Pangolin, thanks for coming and chatting. We had Kem come and say hello. Thanks, Kem, for being here. We had Average Sapien come and chat for a bit and give me a little follow. Thanks very much for doing so. Great to have you. And Flapjack, a veritable veteran of the series, come and share their opinions and come and chat about Civ 7, some of the really cool stuff they've been able to do. I learned some new keybinds as a result, and yeah, a few tips, a few tidbits I got from chatting to you as well, so thanks very much. Flapjack, great to have you come and join in with all the chatting as well. Cool. Pangolin, yeah. It would be rubbish if you were Carthage, yeah. That's true. Cool. I will be streaming next on Friday. I am around on Friday. I've got I've had Sticks in my ear nagging me about Friday. He's really looking forward to playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. And so am I. So I'm around. We'll be playing some co-op Friday night, 8 till 11. Carrying on with our campaign we're doing together. I think we are sort of like maybe done with the Underdark, but Styx is quite a sort of completionist player, a bit like me, and they won't want to miss out on content, so I have a feeling we'll be going back and having a little bit of an explore, checking out some of the other areas before we move on. So yeah, bunch of story missions and a bunch of stuff to go and do in Baldur's Gate on Friday. So that's what I'll be doing Friday, 8 till 11, same time slot as this evening. And then I will be streaming Civ next in a week's time. So cracking on with the Exploration Age next Wednesday, 8 till 11 again. So, oh, sorry, excuse me. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the upcoming content. And between now and then, I'll get tonight's play up on my YouTube, and over the next couple of days, so you can watch this all back there as well. Brilliant. Thanks very much, everyone, and I will see you all very soon. And bye bye for now.